on, everybody? What is going on? It's your girl Keisha. Welcome to the show. So let's get into it. We got some good topics to discuss. All right, so let's start with this Mexican rapper. He go by name of Dan Sars. Okay, so this fool did the most idiotic thing you could ever think of. All right, this fool, this lunatic rapper, decided to surgically get gold chains implanted in his scalp. So they're hooks implanted into his skin, and then they have chains that dangle down, and it look like dreadlocks. So he calls his hairstyle the Goldie Locks. And I'm just like, dude, since when do jewelry go from wearing on your neck, wearing in your ears, wearing on your wrist, if you about that life, tongue, you know, they got tongue rings now that vibrate, excuse me. And how does wearing jewelry transfer to you actually implanted it surgically in your head? Other social media outlets do believe that he was influenced by Lil Uzi Vert, another lunatic rapper. I'm sorry if you're a fan of these two. I'm sorry. I gotta speak my mind. He also did something ludicrous. All right. He also did something insane, somewhat imbalanced. He actually had a natural pink diamond embedded in his head, mainly his forehead. And people are like, what the hell? When I first saw Lil Uzi Vert with that diamond, I'm just like, why people can't just admire these diamonds and wear them on their wrist and take that itch right off, okay? That's not diamonds. Jewelry is not meant to be surgically implanted into your body. That's not normal. So stop normalizing certain odd, bizarre behavior. This is very bizarre. This is not cute, sexy. This ain't hip, all right? So people do believe that Don Zar was inspired by Lil Uzi Vert. And now look what happened. So when Lil Uzi Vert was performing at the Rolling Loud Music Festival, he jumped his ass into the crowd like a fool. Okay, I told you that guy was unbalanced. And a fan, guess what they did? Guess what they did? They snatched the diamond out of his forehead. And it's just like, that was expected. That was so expected. I said, somebody gonna roll up on this dude and snatch that diamond out of his head. He paid $24 million for that diamond. All right, he probably paid a lot of money to have all of those diamond chains and gold chains inserted into his scalp. All right, so I definitely do believe he paid a hefty price. If people can snatch a diamond out of Lil Uzi Vert's forehead, what makes you think someone not gonna yank on none doggone chains? Okay, so you know, let's say he have a chick and he doing his thing with her. She pulling on that. She probably could set his ass up, you know, say yank him real good, and then have some other people come up in there and yank him real good. That's not wise. It's really not wise, you guys. And even if you're a fan of these two, you have to have common sense, and you have to call certain things out. It's not wise to do certain things like that. This rapper said that the reason why he wanted to have chains, gold chains, surgically embedded in his head, inserted in his head, was because he see all these rappers and, you know, and celebrities just dyeing their hair, doing the simplistic things. And there's nothing wrong with simplicity, okay? Simplicity matters, all right? Simplicity matters. Simple matters. And simple could get you far too. You don't have to go to the extreme. And this is the issue that I have with some people. You know, they go to the extreme. Some of these celebrities, and not just celebrities, regular folks in general. You have regular folks do these crazy TikTok challenges and these, you know, film these crazy YouTube videos and for likes and clicks and views. And it's ridiculous. It is just like, why can't people just be normal and just be yourself? People could follow you for you being your natural self. What's all this extraness? It's ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. So it's not wise what any one of them do that can bring a lot of attention to you. I know the saying for a lot of celebrities, bad publicity is good publicity. Hell no. You know, bad is bad, okay? And when bad comes your way, it could be dangerous. So I don't advise anyone to go ahead and get jewelry inserted into your body. That's not what your body is for. Most High did not intend for you to have chains and stuff inserted into your head and diamonds inserted into your forehead, you know. So if Uzi Vert can have a diamond snatched out of his forehead, what makes you think someone's not gonna roll up on this rapper and yank on that doggone head a couple of times and become a millionaire overnight? All right. So again, guys, people have to use common sense. People need to really have their head on straight and really check their mental, because that's not normal. I don't care if you want to stand up and be different. I don't care. There's different ways to stand out and be different. That's very, very odd and strange. Okay. We'll see the outcome of that. We'll see. Anyway, let's move on. Chloe Bailey. I got to drink to this. Yeah, I thought I was going to drink some wine. No, I don't drink. It's just water. But anyway, I had to just sip on that. So when I first saw Chloe and her sister, they were so sweet and they looked so innocent and just so cute and adorable. And they just come off just so like, you know, like precious like, you know, and they just had these little cute little sayings, and I'm like, okay, and I had downloaded some of their songs. You know, Chloe at the time was covered up, looking fresh and everything. So when she came with this video called Have Mercy, I'm just like, okay, what? And then I read how insane the video was. I was just like, whoa, you know. So I had to I didn't want to see it, but because I wanted to talk about it, I just had to see it for myself so I can know what I'm talking about. So I watched the video last night and I'm just like, immediately ass shaking, booty clapping, splits, everything. And I'm just like, what in the world? Like, this is like a totally different woman. Now I know she's an adult, and people say that, oh, Chloe wants to show the world that she's all grown. I'm grown, okay? But I don't have to be out there, you know what I'm saying, bending over, you know what I'm saying, and making it clap, you know. I don't gotta be doing all of that type of stuff. Like, if you've seen the video, this chick had her legs wide open. She even smacked her vagina. She was smacking her booty, and she had it rubbed up against other women in the video. And can you say Medusa vibes? Oh yeah, I definitely got some of that. There was this guy in there, be her love interest, and she was enticing him with her body and her eyes and everything like that. And then next thing you know, the guy at the very end was turned into stone. And again, like I said, that's Medusa vibe. So and then she started dancing really fast and just, you know, like really, you know, all that extra stuff. And I'm like, Chloe, you okay? You know, because she seemed like she was possessed, and I was just like, what in the world? Like, this is like a totally different girl. But you guys already know Chloe have her mentor, and you guys know her mentor. If you don't know, I'm gonna tell you, her mentor is Beyoncé, and Beyoncé is known for moving and doing all that gyrating and stuff like that. Beyoncé is not stiff. Beyoncé move, okay? So for her mentor to be Beyoncé is totally understandable why the video was the way it was and why she was moving the way she moves. And for me, it was definitely a bit much. You know, I kind of got little chills after I watched it. So that's definitely not my thing. But, you know, she's a good-looking girl, beautiful body. And I understand the saying sex sells. Do I agree with it? No. Now, she's an R&B singer, right? Can you guys recall back in the day when R&B was just R&B and you was just singing and you let your voice speak for itself? I don't remember Whitney Houston gyrating all over the place. I don't remember. Tina Turner was moving. Tina Turner had them legs. Tina Turner was moving. Tina Turner wasn't playing. Okay, what love got to do with it? But Tina Turner still kept it, still sexy, but it wasn't too overly sexual like what you see today. India Arie, Lauryn Hill, they let their voice speak, okay? I don't know, even Aaliyah, let her rest in peace. And if you guys know, Aaliyah got her music out, it's streamed, so you can download her music on your phone. I got her whole album, so okay, shout out to Aaliyah, let her rest in peace. But even Aaliyah, you know, was sexy, but she, you know, she kept it, you know, she still kept it cute. All right? She still left some things to the imagination. But Chloe went full throttle with it. She wasn't playing. And I just feel like R&B is R&B. You let your voice speak. You you let your sound entice people. When you're doing other type of genres of music, is more, I understand the choreography goes with those type of that type of genre, but when you're doing R&B singing, you singing, baby. So let's talk about Michael K Willams. Let him rest in peace. All right, so his nephew that found him, his name is Dominic DuPont, and him and his wife went to go check on Michael K Willams at his penthouse and found him dead. This was September 6th on a Monday. And it definitely shocked a lot of people, shocked his fans, shocked other actors, people in the industry. It was even surprising to me. So his nephew found him deceased. They found drugs all around in his home. The police believe that he overdosed. I don't know about him overdosing. I don't know. Sometimes people are just quick to rule out suicide and overdose. You know what I'm saying? Do your job. Really invest in the case. Autopsy haven't came back yet, okay? So to really confirm, but it is. And sometimes you got to do a second or third autopsy sometimes too. But anyway, so his nephew was very distraught because his uncle was a beautiful man who helped him out and supported him when he was locked up in prison. And his uncle, Michael K Willams, is very into supporting people in the judicial system, in the criminal system, and, doing works for the community. Like, he really wanted to help out, and he really wanted to support and, and make people feel empowered to fix their situation. So I mean, when I was reading about him, I'm just like, wow. You guys remember him from the Wire? It was back in the day. That's a while ago. Yeah, it's really unfortunate and sad. I hope we do find truth to what happened, what really went down, because they're saying they're looking for a drug dealer, and it could have been a drug deal went bad, and that's what they're saying now. I also want to say this about his scar, which I thought was a phenomenal story. He said that how after he did a movie with Tupac, he ended up landing a role in a movie called Mugshot. And shout out to Brother Jackson, he sent me the video. So I just wanted to expound on his scar because I thought it was an interesting story. So he did a movie called Mugshot, and he was in a gang. Sometimes when you're in a gang, you don't want to stay in a gang. You realize, okay, this is not your life. So he wanted to get out the gang, and he was ignoring the gang leader, ignoring the gang members, and they finally caught up to him, beat him up real bad, and the leader of the gang marked his name and number on his forehead and said, "This is my number, effing call me," okay? And he said that when he first got sliced with his scar, his real life scar, it didn't really affect him. He thought it was like a little pimple, it would go away. But he said after that movie role, and he looked in the mirror, say in the scene, he started breaking down crying because it really affected him, because it took him back to his realistic scar. The reason why he got the scar on his face was because he was drunk and he was popping off and being acting like he was a gangster, and that wasn't his lifestyle neither. And this guy sliced him over a drunken dispute. So that's how Michael K Willams got that famous scar on his face, very, very recognizable scar. So he said that after he did that scene in the movie, people were in tears. And when I was watching a video of the interview he did discussing his scar, and then, and how the movie role in Mugshot reminded him of his real scar, and that's when it took effect on him, he started crying. And then I had to hold back tears because I'm a big crybaby, and I just had to just hold it together. Keep it together, girl. Keep it together, girl. Because it really softened my heart. And I'm just like, wow, with how he spoke. He had a beautiful voice, something about his voice. He was a nice looking man, even regardless with the scar. And he said that Seal, if you guys know the singer Seal, his face was it looked like it was burnt and very scarred up, but it said that those are African tribal marks. So that's what also inspired Michael K Willams to embrace his scar because of Seal. I also want to say that Michael K Willams had the opportunity to kill the guy that scarred his face, but he said he didn't want to do that. Okay, he said he didn't want to kill the guy because he said when he bumped into the guy at this get-together, his friend's get-together in New Jersey, he said the guy didn't remember him. And that was crazy. How you scar my face but you don't remember me? But he said the guy didn't remember him. And he said a satanic voice was telling him, stab him, get a butcher knife and kill that guy, stab him. But he said he got so shook and so scared he ran out the house. So, you know, the characters you see him play, you know, that's not really his life. He said he can't even fight. he can't even fight. But, you know, and looking at him, you probably will never be able to tell that. He just seemed like a really humble guy, real sweet, real nice, gentle. But anyway, you guys have to embrace and love every moment of your life. Cherish everything in your life, from people to, you know, to the creator. You know, give all praise and thanks to him, because if it wasn't for him, your behind wouldn't be here, you wouldn't be breathing. So always give praise to the creator, because you never know when your time is up. Just be grateful, be thankful, leave behind a beautiful legacy. Don't leave this earth in sorrow. Live your life the right way, and you know, and you will be remembered and never forgotten. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want, and I'll come back with another one. All right, peace.